Hi all, we are going to discuss today high level designing of transactional messaging. This design comes as part of whenever you are designing an event driven system. This is one kind of anomaly which arises whenever you are attaching any message broker to your system and you are breaking process of your overall business logic. So let's try to discuss what it is. What happens is, if you get a resource on your server and you did some sort of modification on top of that resource, and then the next step will be you will be pasting that message or sending that message to message broker. So these two processes are kind of two different things. You cannot have a kind of atomicity maintained across these two processes, because database persistent you can apply transactional persistence there, but you cannot attach the both publishing and message to message broker and persisting data in database in one transaction. So this is one sort of issue is there. So let's try to understand what will happen that if this happens. So let's take an example. Suppose if you have a server, you got one request and then you saved it into database, and then after that you publish an event to a message broker. Now what happens here is that, just imagine that you have pasted message on server, but you got your message on server, you saved it into database, but what will happen is that before publishing it to message broker it failed. So what will happen is your data, whatever is there in your database, it is in undesired state. Let's discuss this in a real kind of scenario. Let's take an example. If you get a request of order service, so what will happen is, in order service, as soon as you will get request on server 1, what you will do is you will move order creation as in pending, and in database you move this status as pending, and then you will try to send an message over message broker saying that get all the approval from kitchen service, from authentication service or payment gateway. Then either I will move this pending to rejected or I will move this pending to approved. So what will happen here is, you will have applied all the retries and all those things once message is there in the queue. So that thing you have done, but just take an example that message failed to put in the queue itself. Now what will happen is, your particular resource is in pending, no edit, nothing will be allowed, thinking that some processing is happening in backend, but actually your message itself has not gone to the queue. Then the problem arises, and now it becomes very difficult because you don't know what is actually happening. So either some manual intervention required, and manual interventions are always too costly. So this needs to be a transactional persisting data, any change on that particular storage in database and sending particular event related to that in messaging queue should happen atomically. Either both should go or none of them should go. So let's discuss how we can do this. So solution can be kind of a transactional outbox pattern where in a single database what you will do is, you will try to have a kind of request. As part of request, you will be creating two tables. One table where you are actually changing your database status to pending, authorization or all those things. Another table will be, you will just publish the event in this outbox table. So suppose order created, something like that, you will paste here, and on top of this event, wherever processing needs to be required, they will read this event and they will try to do processing. So this will happen like this. Message relay will read the message from this, and then message it will publish it to message broker. So what will happen in one transaction, what you can do is, you in database you can publish the same thing in, you can change status in table as well, and you can publish in a separate table the same events as well. So what will happen, this will happen atomically. Either message will also be pasted in outbox table, or it will not be pasted along with the status update whatever you have done. Now issue arises is how you will read messages or events from this table reliably and with a scale. So let's see how we can do that. So what happens, there are two things what we can do is, one is we keep polling this kind of outbox table with some long polling or something, and then whenever a new message is there we will take that and we will publish that to message broker. When successful, then we will remove from here. But in this one what happens, we are doing too many requests to database, and what will happen, ultimately database will become a kind of bottleneck for you because of unnecessarily, these are not any request changes or something status update, but we are just making to check that if something is there or no, if something is there or no. So when you are going for scale, this will not work effectively. So let's discuss another mechanism. So another mechanism is kind of publishing events by applying transaction log trailing pattern. What happens is, whenever you are writing anything into database, they have a kind of logs that keeps generating whatever you are publishing into database. So what will happen is, whenever you are making any change in database, that change will go in a transactional log. Here it will be there always. So what you can do is, whenever you are making any change in your outbox table, then have a kind of framework, a kind of transactional log miner, which will keep reading from this transactional DB log, and whenever it gets a new event, it will take that and it will publish to a message broker. In this one we are not putting any load on database and it will work as well. So in this one what we can have is we can have and this will work with NoSQL databases and with the SQL databases as well. So you keep reading the log miner and it will work perfectly fine. There are few issues in this as well. Let's try to discuss that one. What will happen is, just take an example for SQL databases. In SQL databases, in one transaction you can write to a table as well as, and you can write to a, in both table you can write in a same transaction. But NoSQL databases, they don't support a kind of transactional saving persistence. So what you can do is, you can kind of denormalize data, and in a same with each and every request you can set all the events as well in the same collection, so that whenever they are reading as well, they should be able to read the same thing. So it will be like that, in one transaction you are changing event status as well, and in the same collection in some list or something you are publishing all the events as well. So it will be transactional ultimately, so it will work perfectly fine. So for this logging thing, let's take couple of examples which are available in market. So Debezium, LinkedIn Database, DynamoStream, Eventuate-RAM. Out of this Debezium and LinkedIn database, these are open source, you can use them. You can just attach to your transactional log or database log, and this will work perfectly fine. You provide them two inputs, one is where is your database log, and then where is your message broker. So this framework, they will take all the events, whatever you want to read, and they will publish it to your message broker. So this will work fine then. Yeah, thank you.